Remember your jacket.
Okay, here's the phone. Get your newspaper.
Sure.
I think we're ready now.
My card?
Wilbur C. Henderson, Internal Revenue Department.
That's right.
What can we do for you?
Does Mr. Martin Vanderhoff live here?
Yes, sir, that's me.
Well, Mr. Vanderhoff, the government wants to talk to you about a little matter of income tax.
Income tax?
Do you mind if I sit down?
No, just go right ahead.
Thank you. According to our records, Mr. Vanderhoff, you have never paid an income tax.
That's right.
Why not?
I don't believe in it.
Well, you own a property, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And you receive a yearly income from it
I do.
of between $3,000 and $4,000.
How about that?
And you have been receiving it for years.
1901, if you want the exact date.
Well, the government is only concerned from 1914 on. That's when the income tax started.
Well,
It seems, Mr. Vanderhoff, that you owe the government 22 years back income tax.
Now, wait a minute. You can't go back that far. That's outlawed.
What's your name?
What difference does that make?
Ever file an income tax return?
No, sir.
What was your income last year?
$28.50.
Now, Mr. Vanderhoff, you know there's quite a penalty for not filing an income tax return.
Penalty.
look, Mr. Henderson, let me ask you something.
Well,
Suppose I pay you this money, mind you. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it, but just for the sake of argument, what's the government going to do with it?
how do you mean?
Well, what do I get for my money?
If I go to a store and buy something, there it is. I see it.
What's the government gonna give us?
Why, the government gives you everything. It protects you.
I'm Robert DiPietro. I'm chairman of the Department of Languages and Literature at the University of Delaware. This is a class in English as a foreign language at the university where we are developing methods to teach conversational discourse through the use of American literature. The students are performing a scene from You Can't Take It With You, a Pulitzer Prize-winning play written in 1936 by Kaufman and Hart. Performance of this scene is the first of several steps leading the students to create their own dialogues and acquire conversational skills.
My God, I never came across anything like this before.
Well, I might pay about $75, but that's all it's worth.
You will pay every cent of it, like everybody else. And let me tell you something else. You will go to jail if you don't pay. Do you hear that? There is a law, and if you think you are bigger than the law, you've got another thing coming. You will hear from the United States government, and that's all I can say.
My God, he was mad, wasn't he?
It wasn't his fault. It's just the whole thing is so silly.
All right, the first thing we're going to do is to summarize the scene, just to make sure you've understood what you've seen. Now, it's clear that this is an encounter, a meeting, right? Are you with me so far? Is it a happy meeting? Is it happy? John? Not very happy, at least not for one person. Who's the outsider in this scene? The tax collector, right. Has he been invited into the Vanderhoff home? No, he certainly has not been invited. Would you like to have a tax collector come to visit you? Okay, Helen.
I would like it if he came and gave me money back.
Yes, a very important distinction. Is this tax collector there to give money back? No, he's clearly not there to give money back. What is he there for? Dorothy?
Collect money.
To collect money, right. It's not a great job, is it, being a tax collector? I've been teaching for a long time, and I've never had a student tell me he was majoring in tax collecting. It's not the sort of thing that little children want to be when they grow up, right? He has deliberately failed to pay his taxes, hasn't he? Yes. You understood that. All right, is the tax collector satisfied? Does he say, oh, all right, you know what you're doing, and does he leave? No. All right. What does he do to try to convince Grandpa that he should pay his taxes? What does he do? John?
He tries to convince Grandpa, but Grandpa is not very much convinced, and therefore the tax collector tries to do a sort of fighting with him.
Exactly. He tries to reason with Grandpa, with Mr. Vanderhoff, doesn't he? To explain why he should pay taxes. And Grandpa, as you said, Grandpa is not easily convinced. But there's something else too, and that is it's an uneven battle. Why is it uneven? Rajai?
Well, I was supposed to be a powerful man, you know.
Yes.
And I represent the government.
Right. Okay. But so in that sense, you should have had the upper hand.
Exactly.
But in terms of numbers, you didn't, did you?
Yeah.
Why? Li Hong?
Because Mr. Vanderhoff don't want to pay the money.
He didn't want to pay money, but was Mr. Vanderhoff by himself? Was it one-on-one, the debate? No, exactly. It was 3 against 1, and the tax collector lost. I've seen now that you understand the scene, you know what happened. Now the next thing we're going to do is to talk about the meaning under the words, behind the words. It's not just what is said, it's how it's said, and that was a very good point. So that's what we're going to do next. And I'd like to call the players, our famous group, back up to the stage, and we're going to go through it line by line and talk about what the meanings behind the words are.
My card?
Wilbur C. Henderson, Internal Revenue Department.
That's right.
What can we do for you?
Does Mr. Martin Vanderhoff live here?
Yes, sir, that's me.
Well, Mr. Vanderhoff, the government wants to talk to you about a little matter of income tax.
Income tax?
Do you mind if I sit down?
No, just go right ahead.
Thank you. According to our records, Mr. Vanderhoff, you have never paid an income tax.
Okay, you could stop there. Thank you. How does Mr. Henderson identify himself at the beginning of this scene?
With a personal card.
With a card?
Yeah.
What sort of people carry cards?
Unimportant people, I think.
Important people, business people, exactly. What sort of effect would you expect this to have on the family?
I think he wanted to have an authoritative effect on the family to make himself seem important and someone who has
Right.
who commands authority.
Rather than simply saying, I'm Mr. Henderson, he hands them a card. And you would expect them to be impressed, wouldn't you? No, not at all. They couldn't care less. Why does Mr. Henderson say the government wants to talk to you?
He's giving himself more importance. It means that he's representing the government as if the government itself is there.
According to our records, Mr. Vanderhoff, you have never paid an income tax. How would you feel if someone said something like that to you? What is he doing? What sort of a statement is it?
Yeah.
It's an accusation, exactly. He's accusing Mr. Vanderhoff of something, isn't he? Right. Okay. Let's go on now for a moment.
Well, it seems, Mr. Vanderhoff, that you owe the government 22 years back income tax.
Now, wait a minute. You can't go back that far. That's outlawed.
What's your name?
What difference does that make?
Ever file an income tax return?
No, sir.
What was your income last year?
$20.50.
He turns to Edwina, and he says, "What's your name?" Now, is that the normal way you would ask that question if you met someone that looked nice to you, Jaime?
No, I don't think it's the common way to say, what's your name?
Yes, all right.
He says in that way because she interrupts him. So he
Yes.
said, what's your name?
Yes, all right, with the emphasis on your. What's he doing by saying, "What's your name"? What purpose is that serving?
Well,
Paul?
I think that he put that intonation because like telling her, this is not your business. What are you doing here?
Exactly.
Wait, I am not talking with you.
Yes, it's none of your business.
He's kind of implying, how dare you?
How
interrupt.
dare you? Exactly.
He's threatening her, saying, I represent the law and the order, now I'll catch you. Tell me who
Right.
you are. And that's why she's afraid.
That's what he does. Yes, what's your name? Who are you? And he turns his attention to her. And she responds, what difference does that make? Is that really a response to the question? Does she answer the question the way he wants it answered?
My God, I never came across anything like this before.
Well, I might pay about $75, but that's all it's worth.
You will pay every cent of it, like everybody else. And let me tell you something else. You will go to jail if you don't pay. Do you hear that? There is a law, and if you think you are bigger than the law, you've got another thing coming. You will hear from the United States government, and that's all I can say.
Grandpa then says, well, I might pay about $75, but that's all it's worth. What makes Grandpa say that? Do you think he's softening a little?
Yeah.
You think he's softening?
Yeah, just softening a little. Just when he is ready to pay. At the beginning, he wasn't ready at all to pay. Now, he gave the clue that he was ready to pay, although the amount was so little,
yes,
but a change in position.
But no, I think exactly the contrary. He's saying that all what he's getting is cheap. He's not giving in at all.
Yes, go
I
ahead.
don't think so either, because I think all he's trying to do at this point is adding fuel to the fire, as they say. You know, he's even making him more mad in saying, well, I might pay $75. It was a huge amount that they talked about in the beginning of the session. So I think also I would agree with you and say that he doesn't give in.
I don't think that Grandpa wanted to pay the $70 or $75 something. I think he just wanted to provoke the tax collector more, you know. He didn't really mean what he said.
Now that statement, you'll pay every cent of it, it's a future, right? You will do something. If I said, you will go to the dentist tomorrow.
It's an order. He tried to intimidate him, or say, he tried to force him to pay the income tax.
Yes, he's trying to intimidate, and when you try to intimidate or to frighten someone, it's a conditional, isn't it? This will happen if you don't do this. What is he doing? There's a word I'm looking for.
Well, I'll say, yeah.
Yes.
Whilst at this point, really had it to the point where he really can't take it anymore. So I guess, he said, well, I'm gonna hit you with the most, it's like a deadly shot, you're going to jail. Because, everybody's, kind of afraid or gets really panicked when you say you're going to jail. So I guess, it's a really big threat.
And what does Grandpa do? How does Grandpa react when he grabs his newspaper? John?
Grandpa follows him. He said, but in reality, I don't accept the action of Mr. Henderson. Mr. Anderson, you were going to this mine to tell him that he owns the government, he has not been paying his income tax. You don't have to go to him, collect his papers if you are going to attack him or fight with him. So I don't accept this at all. So Grandpa could have taken the other way by even suing him in court because he has threatened him.
Yes.
No.
Yes, you think he plays his role a bit strongly, don't you?
It's not a very administrative, legal role.
Yes, yes, all right. But Grandpa has been quite passive up till now. He's answered, and he's leaned forward, and he's shown that he's proud that he hasn't paid his taxes. But he hasn't really been very aggressive. Verbally he has, but he hasn't taken any action. What does he do in this last scene to show that he's not going to put up with any more? Dorothy?
He gets up and pulls up his sleeves and,
He pulls up his sleeves, and as Henderson is giving these threats, and let me tell you something else, you'll go to jail. What is he doing? How is he moving? Backwards. Would you take a threat seriously if someone were shaking a finger at you, and I'll tell you this, and moving backwards? Would you take that seriously? No. But all right, so what does this suggest about Henderson, Edgar, the fact that he's backing off? Is he really as tough as he pretends to be?
No.
He's basically a coward, cowardly lion, right?
Defeated.
Yes,
defeated.
yes, he is. He's never come across anything like this before, and it's overwhelmed him. Yes.
I think that with that action, Mr. Henderson lose all the power that the government gave it to him.
Yes.
He lose it in that moment.
So the roles have been completely reversed,
Yeah.
haven't they, by the end of this scene? Exactly. We've talked about a lot of different ways that you communicate, strategies. You can accuse people. You can excuse yourself, make apologies. You can threaten people, can't you? There are a lot of things you can distract. You can insult. You can do a lot of things with language. And more than anything, it's the way things are said, not necessarily the words themselves, their superficial meaning, but the way they're said. And what I'd like you to do now is to break up into groups, and you will write your own scenarios, your own little scenes, based upon what you have heard, using these different functions of language. Okay, it doesn't have to be right parallel word for word. It can be with, obviously it would be with different characters, not necessarily, not a tax collector. We've seen that. You're going to use different characters, and I want conflict in your scenarios.
Okay. Mrs. Evans, could you come for a second?
Can I do for you?
I just wanted to see whether, you know, what we have put together really makes sense. And whether it
What have you
really
got?
matches.
Let's see, what have you got?
Well, we thought of doing something in an airport. It's between a custom officer and some travelers.
That
and
sounds good. This is an idea you rejected. Policeman, ticket, speeding. You rejected that.
Yeah, we thought of that in the beginning, but then, you know, we are so many people and it doesn't really
Too many for that, right. You'd have to have a crowd of people in the car. Okay,
So we thought the custom officer and maybe Corinne, how many? 3 travelers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one has something which is not allowed to bring into that country. And that would make it, the scene, we thought very realistic because that really
It happens all the time,
right.
exactly. Good. Okay, so who's smuggling?
She got parked with her pet.
What's her pet? A kitten?
No, a tortoise.
A tortoise.
Would you like to act in it also?
Thank you very much. You're on now.
Well, do you have any suggestions, or how do you think of?
Well, I think it sounds good. I really do. I think to have a good conflict, there should be 2 main people, and the others should play minor roles.
So we're the
really
2
want
minors.
to concentrate.
That's a good idea,
Yeah. So you're starting to write the dialogue.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about how to say anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sure.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Let's scratch out the idea about
Let's start
policy here,
again.
'cause
Now
that's a
it's my
distraction.
turn, I think. Well, I
do
said
you say
again,
judge
again
again?
in question mark.
How do you say judge?
Judge?
How do you say
Judge.
Judge,
the-
judge,
Judge.
judge.
The boat where you go around?
J. Yacht.
Yacht.
So how is Dorothy going to play a role?
He's gonna come in and ask me for 3 months' rent, and I'm gonna tell him that everything is broken in the apartment.
And how are you
if-
going to be, from the point of view of your emotions? Are you
I'm
going to
gonna
be
be
angry?
very
or-
sarcastic, you know, all the time, and
little bit
later
fishy.
on, I'm gonna be very angry with him, you know, for even coming into my house to ask me for the rent when he hasn't fixed anything. Because every time I call him up, he doesn't fix anything in the apartment. It's broken. Yes.
Okay. So have you got any lines yet?
Yeah. I got
How are you
something.
going to express your anger? What are you going to say? Let
Well,
me hear you.
I'm gonna say to him, listen to me. If you don't get everything in this house fixed, I'm not gonna pay you a dime. I mean, not even a dime.
The time has come for us to listen to your creations. You've been the playwrights, and now you're going to be the actors. Do I have any volunteers to be the first group? All right, you're on. Go ahead.
Basically, we're going to do a reenactment of the original play, and the characters are going to be different, but also the situation, but the plot is the same, basically. Rajay is going to play my second husband. Paul is going to play his brother. Maria is going to play my mother. And Li Hong is going to play my son from my first marriage. So we start. Steve? I want to talk about our divorce settlements.
Not again. I'm just tired of that.
You're not going to get away with it this time. I want my money and I want the house.
You better give her the house and also the money, you know? Because if not, I'm going to take you to court.
Well, go ahead. Do it if you can.
Besides, all the properties that my brother has belong to him. So, you can do it.
Hey, after all she did for you, cooking, cleaning, see how ungrateful you are?
I was really stupid to marry you. You better give me everything I asked for. Do you hear me?
We'll see about that. Sweetheart, I hope you didn't forget my $10,000. Did you?
That was great. Good job. Are there any comments? Was everything clear?
I think I have a question. I didn't really understand how the $10,000 related to anything which was going on in the play.
Yes, that wasn't, you're right, that wasn't completely clear. What did you mean by that, Rajai?
Well, I think it's obvious. That was my money, and she did not pay me back.
Okay.
In the original play, in the end, the aggressor, Mr. Henderson, was made to back off by Mr. Vanderhoff through physical action. In this act, we wanted to make the aggressor, who is me, back off through him telling me, well, you owe me something,
so
don't
that
you?
was a good analogy.
So you better back off.
But it still might have been a little bit clearer if he had said, how about the $10,000 you owe me? Maybe that would have made it clearer for your audience. Great. Still a very good job. Who's going next?
You're perfectly aware that you haven't paid your rent in the last 3 months. What are you going to do about it?
And you're perfectly aware that you haven't repaired this apartment in the last 10 years. What are you going to do about it?
There are a few things that we'd like to talk about as far as the repairment of the building goes.
Right. For example, the tiles of my kitchen floor are coming off, and I call you several times and you do anything.
Look here, Mrs. Aquisa. You got 3 days to pay your rent, or I'm going to take the case to court, okay?
You look here, Bumble. If you don't repair everything in this apartment, you will not see a shred of your money. Got that?
Oh, man. What's going on here? I just saw Mr. Bambo and he looks very mad.
Right. There was one word. I'm just wondering if it exists in English. As far as I know, it doesn't. Repairment? Repairs. I believe you talk about repairs on the building rather than repairment. I believe Gabriela had a bit of difficulty with one line. She said, the tiles in my kitchen are falling out. I've called you several times and you do anything. What should she have said? Can you help her out a bit?
I think she said, she meant to say you didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything, or is there another way?
You haven't done anything.
You haven't done anything?
You did nothing.
You did nothing. Very good. So that's just a little bit of help you needed. Otherwise, it was great. Really good. Thank you. All right, we've got one group left.
May I have your handbag, please? Quick, please.
A little faster.
Okay, here we go.
You got the keys?
Yeah.
Oh, so please open it. Oh, wow.
A tortoise.
Oh, do you know that you can't come with pets?
So what's wrong with coming with pets?
It's against the laws of the land, Mrs. Vanderhoff.
Okay, so what are you going to do? Are you going to take me to prison?
Your passport, please.
I have my bag back.
Yeah, you bring your passport, please.
Listen, you can't take her to prison. I mean, it's...
Take the passport, please.
You'll be sent to court and you'll be sent to prison, right?
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So,
Is there any way I could pay a fine instead of going to prison?
Okay.
so if you want to pay, you need to pay about $2,500.
That's expensive.
No.
That's the only way out, please.
Okay. That's
If
not...
that's the only way out, I'm going to pay, excuse me,
Yeah.
$4,000. That's nothing for me, if you want to know that. If you knew who I am.
$4,000? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here you are with your passport.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
see you.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
That was very good. Very well done indeed. Now, there was one thing I observed, and it's not a criticism of your scene, but it's very different, your scene, from the one that was performed, the professional play, first of all, and from the other two that were done. In the end of the other two, if you remember rightly, we had a threatening person who turned cowardly. Did that happen in this scene? Did a threatening... No, all right. How could it have been changed so that the threatening person turned cowardly?
What she could have done, I think she could have gone on a little bit more and just convince him, some way that she would have to find to convince him to, get afraid of her. She should be maybe a little bit more imposing, I guess.
Okay, but who was the threatening person in this scene?
There was the officer.
The customs officer, precisely. All right, how could the customs officer have been made to feel foolish? Guide it.
If the tortoise turned out to be a toy.
Ah, wonderful. That would have been a great way. Why don't you come up and re-perform that very last bit in this way? How about it?
It is often said that good literature imitates life. Here we have let it help our students develop scenes of their own. In You Can't Take It With You, Kaufman and Hart provided us with the base for what we have done. But the search goes on as we look for other bits of literature to use in the classroom. In adapting literature to the teaching of discourse, you really can take it with you.
No, I have nothing to declare.
What do you have in your suitcase?
I have clothes, books, cosmetics, gifts.